Ich habe sie unterschätzt.
Wo ist Joshua?
Welcome into another episode of the Critics Collective, and today is a step in the right direction. And why I say that is I actually have my shirt on correctly. My 6-year-old daughter had to tell me, which made me think of past recordings that you'll probably see, and you'll get what I mean. But it is what it is, and we move on. And how can we not move on without saying hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and share? All the other stuff is great. Check us out for 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. Let us know what you're watching or what we should be watching. Today, we're going to do the brand new movie on Netflix. This came out this year, 2025, with a running time of almost 2 hours. You know how I feel about that. And Exterritorial. That's this movie. I believe this movie is from the UK. I don't think it's from the US. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. But it gave me feels of I Hostage. Check the review for I Hostage. It is more entertaining than the movie itself. I can guarantee, in my opinion, just unpopular opinion, as some will say. Now, for this one, before I give my first impressions, the highs and lows, and rate this thing, IMDB says this: when a soldier's mom vanishes at a U.S. consulate, I'm butchering that word, she illegally remains on the premise to search for him, unknowingly entangling herself in a dangerous conspiracy. That sums it up. That sums it up. You're stepping on some interesting phrases in there, but you don't really spoil anything. I think I wouldn't watch. I don't watch trailers, and I don't read the because sometimes it will spoil it. And that this one kind of just a little bit point blank. This lady goes to take care of something. Imagine going to like the DMV or going to buy a car or going to do your passport or whatever the case is, and you bring your little one, or even IKEA. Not it's like, how could you bring IKEA into this? We love some IKEA. I'm just saying, they have that little playground area, and you leave your kids there. Now, if you leave your kids there, knock yourself out. Listen, it's a safe place here. Safe place. We listen. We listen here. That's not what me and my wife do. We keep our kid fucking everywhere. So watching movies like this with kids, it's always interesting because whether you're an aunt, an uncle, someone who has kids, grandparents, whatever, I like to think it's a heightened sense of awareness around kids. And what I mean by that, and it's just kind of showing probably the rating of the movie, that this conversation may be more entertaining. When I go out places, you can see, just me, you can see when a kid is lost. Like everyone's moving in a certain direction, the kid just stops, and you're like, that kid's lost. And even it could be just for a few moments before the parent grabs their hand or whatever. But the senses are heightened. Here in the States, we have a thing called Code Atom, right? And the store shuts down, locks down. They make an announcement. You get something that goes on your phone, it triggers, and all the other stuff. So that's just how we do it over here. Now, for this movie, my first impressions were, this is going to be an action movie. I saw two poster shots. One where it's a lady, blonde, blue eyes, a little blood, and she's standing there, the U.S. flag in the back, and I'm like, America. I don't know what she's about to do, but she's about to whoop up on somebody, Grandpa. And then there's another one where I saw where I think almost like Tom Cruise, like Mission Impossible style. She's on the outside of a window, and she's hanging on or about to kick it in or something. I was like, hey, bring it on. So I was excited about this when it dropped. And I watched it. Just literally just finished watching it, bringing it to you. Now, I will say, I'm gonna just jump into my lows. My lows would be the spots for the action. Okay, check out some of the videos we have on the WWE. We've got some Dark Side of the Ring up there. We got Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. We're doing wrestling. We're moving in that direction. The 3 count. Just stay tuned for it. But the spots they were setting up, like in wrestling, you do a spot, right? You're setting something up for the big move. This did this way too many times. You knew exactly when a fight scene was going to start because it's only one person walking down a corridor, and the scene before it was 28 people on screen. So for some reason, every time they're getting ready to do something, it's always 1 or 2 people, and you know some shit's going to go down. Not just the music, just the setup of it. The fighting, and the plot. If there was something they needed to do anything, I'm not going to spoil anything. Let's say they needed to block a door. Something was right there at the door that normally isn't there at the door. Like, let's say you're trying to do something and you're like, only if I had a banana, and you're in a room where it's like I don't know. It makes no sense for a banana to be there. Let's say it's a home improvement store and you turn the corner and there's a banana. That's exactly what the person said they needed. Where there's a fucking banana. The fighting, going back to wrestling, the fighting was like a botch. Some of the scenes smooth, fast, but then you could see the punching just wasn't there. It was like, hey, listen, we're just gonna go halfway on the punching. Let's not really punch. And I feel like you gotta either edit it better or you gotta go full punch. I don't know, or touch their head or something. But they were literally, and I thought maybe I was changing this playback speed. I wasn't. It's just that's just what it was. What else we have here? Like I said at the beginning of the show, a loss of a kid. There's too many times in the first few minutes. I maybe just me as a dad. I'm the dad panther. I'm the cool uncle. I would have flipped that motherfucker over. There are parts in this where they're like, "Hey, I lost my kid. It's been 1 week now. It's You've lost your kid and you're like on hour 2 trying to sit down and talk to somebody and they're bringing up your fucking resume. I heard you're looking for a job. The fuck I am. I'm looking for my kid and I'm a fuck anybody. I'm a fight everybody in here. If you're not helping me, you took my kid and I'm gonna fight you. Um, that's just me. Now there are some great stuff with this. The pacing, I thought the pacing was good, and even though I took some jabs at the fighting sequences and the plot setups, the action was good. It and the story was good. It was a believable story that should get you like involved, whether you have kids or not, unless you're like Manny on the Critics Collective who likes to say, "Fuck these kids." You may not care. You might have, they might have said you didn't come here with a kid, and he might have gotten his car and drove off. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's not here to quote it, but maybe he'll say something in the comments. But I thought the action, I thought they found somewhat unique ways for the budget to shoot some of this action stuff, and I thought that was good. So those are my takeaways for this action drama thriller that seems like even the subtitling was good. Well, I won't say the subtitle. I would say the dubbing. When I watched I Hostage, it just the voice actors in the US just they didn't sound like they were actually there. This, they sound like they weren't actually there, but they sounded like they cared. And I'll take it because it got me into the action. It really did. Another negative I'll say is there are times where the bad bitch, the boss, I like to call her, she's like, I'm just doing this, okay? I'm finding my kid, and she is a boss, okay? She's a motherfucking boss. But here's the thing, she would give up that power for no reason whatsoever. No reason whatsoever. Like picture it's Uno. You already said Uno. You know, you got one card left. You have the draw four that can be on any color, and you choose to grab from the deck. Now, I know we do it when we play against the little ones. We just want to keep it interesting. But if you're playing with some grown people and that's what you're doing, why? And this made me say why. So why not get into the ratings? The ratings we're gonna do from 0 to 5 is how we do it at the Critics Collective. Man, the new Netflix film, less than 2 hours. It just came out. It is mature. Okay, it's not for the kiddos, but there's not an intense scene that's going on. The cast isn't big. Like I said before, Zero was I Hostage. Go check that review if you're wondering why. Why? Tell me that it's something better on television. So for this one, I'm gonna rate this one a 2. I'm gonna rate it a 2. I felt like I wanted to give it a 3, but there was too much going on with the plot. They couldn't find the kid and they couldn't find the fucking plot. And so because of that, it's a 2. And here's the thing, it's an enjoyable 2. Okay, I'm not gonna say that recommends, but I'm saying if you happen to stumble across this and watch it, it makes sense. If you're sitting there saying, why is this top 10 on Netflix at the time I'm recording it? It makes sense. It's new and it actually gets you moving. It gets you moving. It gets you know. So I you could have been anywhere in the world or you chose to be here. I greatly appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and comment for more. Check out all the stuff in there. There's over 500 videos in here. Just check it out and see what you like. All right. Until next time, kalika out.